religious enclaves as the conflict started to spiral, that they found in some ways either comfort or security in being among others who were like themselves. Did you notice other things about people's religious attitudes and beliefs as the war dragged on?
I did notice that people were very passionate about their religious identities, and so that was something that it was always on my mind to watch how these religious communities that otherwise are quite similar in the large scheme of things had very strong identities that divided them. I also saw that people would take refuge in their religious beliefs and practices as a way of shielding themselves from the suffering that was happening around them. I do remember that even though arguably the Civil War was not a religious war, people were not fighting because of theological disputes or anything like that, but religion became implicated very quickly. So you could see a lot of religious symbolism. Militia members would have their crosses on the Christian side, and the Muslim symbolism in the other side, and so that made me also think about why is this so important enough that people are using it as a way of identifying with it in opposition to someone who is different from them.
As you can see, young Ara had the makings of a social scientist. Even amid the chaos of the Civil War, he was busy observing things, wondering why people believed what they believed. In time, after his family moved to the United States, Ara became a psychologist who studied the very questions he had wrestled with as a small boy. How did people come to their religious beliefs? Why did they believe what they believed? What are the features of the human mind that make possible our immense capacity for faith? You're listening to Hidden Brain. I'm Shankar Vedant. Support for Hidden Brain comes from Intuit QuickBooks, an all-in-one business solution that can help with day-to-day tasks like invoicing and expenses. Manage and grow your business all in one place. Intuit QuickBooks, your way to money. Get 90% off for 3 months. Limited time only. Terms and conditions apply. Money movement services are provided by Intuit Payment Inc., licensed as a money transmitter by the New York State Department of Financial Services. Support for Hidden Brain comes from Discover. It's smart to always have a few financial goals. And a really smart one you can set, earning cash back on what you buy every day. And with Discover, you can. Discover automatically matches all the cash back you earn at the end of your first year. Seriously, all of it. See terms at discover.com/credit card. This is Hidden Brain. I'm Shankar Vedant. Ara Norenzayan is a psychologist at the University of British Columbia. He has long sought to understand how the human mind appears to be designed for religious faith. Over the course of many years, Ara and other researchers have explored the evolution of religion and why different religions have risen and fallen during the long march of human history. We explored some of these ideas in an earlier episode of Hidden Brain. It was called Creating God, and it featured one of Ara's collaborators, Azim Sharif. In a different line of research, Ara has also thought deeply about the features of the human mind that make religious belief possible.
Our mental architecture plays a really big role in the way that we entertain religious beliefs and practices around the world in predictable ways.
One of these, he says, is our ability to see human-like qualities in non-human entities.
So there's this tendency to project human features to the natural world. This capacity to anthropomorphize is a very big part of the way our brains function, and historically goes back to ancestral humans trying to make sense of the natural world. When they saw faces in the clouds or heard voices in the winds, they were anthropomorphizing. And one of the reasons why this